You know what? You. I've been paying my hard-earned tax dollars and you spend it on stupid that doesn't even help us. Well, it's not like I have a choice. What? You're literally the president. Yeah, but I can't forget how it got here. What do you mean? Well, that's the thing. People think I became president by myself, but that's not how it works. To even become a candidate, you need to have keys on your side. What's a key? It's basically a supporter that has a of influence in an area. There are key supporters for everything. Construction, housing, business, any industry that you can think of, there's always a key behind it. The more keys you have on your side, the more chances you have of winning. But you still need people to like you if you want to win the election. And right now, we hate you. You might hate me, but they don't. Who's they? The people I manage to sway. You see, managing people becomes effective when you divide and conquer. You first need to stop seeing people as human beings with their own individual lives and instead look at them as votes. More specifically, votes that are in categories. There are teenagers, construction workers, businessmen, literally any category you could think of. What happens after that? Then, you need to decide which categories you want the support of and which categories you can ignore. Why would you ignore a category? Because you need to select which category is actually going to go out and vote. Most candidates usually target senior citizens, since they're convinced easily with rallies, or businessmen, since you can promise them with tax breaks once you're president. Plus, no one has the resources to target all of the categories, so it's important to pick and choose. What happens next? Well, once you've got your categories selected, you'll make sure it's easier than ever for your categories to go out and vote, and make voting harder for the categories you ignored. Like take teenagers, for example. They aren't even old enough to vote yet. That means if a law comes to my desk banning a certain app, I'll definitely sign it. Even if it pisses them off, I don't give a about their category. However, the category full of businessmen that are able to vote will benefit from the law I just signed, which means I just got one step closer to gaining their support. It doesn't matter how large a category is. If they're not going to vote, we'll fully ignore them and won't think about their needs before signing any laws. But this still doesn't explain why you're acting like an ass. I mean, you're literally signing off on that doesn't even help us. Some of it even harms people. Well, I haven't gotten to the worst part about becoming president yet. The elite keys. What's that? Well, it's a little complicated. They're the keys behind the keys. Normal keys control certain areas and businesses, but elite keys run the whole industry. The amount of power, money, and connections they have is crazy. But that's not why I want them. Presidents like me only go to people like them for one reason. And this is where this really gets deep. Favors. If I ask for their help in getting a couple of key supporters on my side, I technically owe them now. This means when I become president, I'll need to return that favor. What do you mean by return? I mean doing anything in my power to make sure whatever they ask of me gets done. It could be anything. Issuing a pardon, signing bills, literally whatever it takes. That's why if you ever catch me clearly being on the wrong side of any global conflicts, it's not because I want to, but because I have to, no matter how up it could be. So what, you're like a puppet? Not exactly, but I am returning the favors that got me here in the first place, and to make sure that I stay here as well. Isn't this shit legal? In case you haven't noticed, I'm the president. Plus, everything is legal when it comes to politics. If people start calling me stupid because of my actions, I'll know that I played the game right. But what if you don't play any games at all? You could win the proper way, keep your promises, and actually make a positive impact. Well, that's never happening. Because if I don't play the game the way it's meant to be played, I'll be running against someone who did. And there's no way I win after that. But if you keep doing this, people will stop voting for you. Not exactly. Because if you don't vote for me, the only person you got left is that other guy. He'll do the same I did, just in a different way. It's not about making people like you more than the other guy. It's about making them hate you less. Welcome to democracy.